Okay, how's everyone doing? Back here with another tutorial, Synty tutorial. And this time we're going to be using this low poly asset. It's called Ultimate Multiplayer Survival Pack. It's a really good asset. It's quite expensive. And the tutorials on how to use characters in it with that don't share the Unreal Engine 4 mannequin, they're not very good. So I'm going to make a video here of how to get your Synty characters working inside UMSP. So let's get started. I got a fresh project here, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and I'm going to bring in some Synty characters. So this time we're going to choose the polygon pack. Okay. Now we're going to go find our project. Go to the content folder. I'm going to select that and just add that to it. This is quite a large asset, so it's going to take a second. Let it do its thing. Alright, I can close out of there, and we have it right here. Okay, so there's some steps involved in getting Synty characters to work. Usually you would just go over here to the third person mesh, go to the third person character, and you would just go to the mesh and you would change it all here, but that's not going to work here. I'll show you. If you try to do that, let's just change to this mannequin. So there is a dynamic material that they have, and so there's some things that you have to change around before you get there. So I'm going to show you how to do all that, to create IK rigs and retargeters for this, which will be similar to the one I did in SGK V2 and a third person Unreal Engine 5.2 project. So a lot of this is the same, and we'll just we'll go from there. And so let's go back. They're using modular characters, and so we need to take care of this. So the first thing we need to do is we need to let's go out of here. We're going to go to the lobby system, blueprints. We're going to go to the BFL lobby system, and we're going to go to this get gender body right here, and this is where you're going to change the mesh. So we are so hold on one second, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me go back, because we haven't really determined which one we're going to use. So let's go back to the Synty. I'm going to go to meshes, characters. Sorry about that, I'm just getting a little ahead of myself. And you can pretty much choose whichever one you want. There's usually a skeleton that comes in here. It's for the businessman. If you see another character that you would like to use in here, got this apocalyptic looking guy. There's some zombies in here. Let's choose someone that just looks like they're in the apocalypse. So let's get this guy. The sheriff, yeah, he looks like he's had a rough day. Well, we're going to choose him. We're going to right click, we're going to go to skeleton, and we're going to create a skeleton for him. And then we'll also go to create and assign a physics asset. Okay. And just to keep everything organized, because there's quite a lot of characters in here, we're going to go over here, right click, and we're going to create a new folder and call it rigs. Okay, and we will take our character with a skeleton. We're just going to move them into the rigs folder. Just move here. Alright, so we got our character. Now we can go, you remember we went to the, I'll just do it again so you don't get lost. There's quite a lot to, this is quite a large asset to navigate through. So again, we're going to Ultimate Survival Pack, Lobby System, Blueprints, BFL Lobby System. And when you're in here, click on Get Gender Body, and right here is where we're going to change our mesh. So you can click here, we'll go down and find our Synty character. I feel like I probably scrolled past him. Okay, here we go. I'll just scroll down until we find him. Here he is. Okay, we're going to compile and save, and that is all we need to do in there. If we go to our showcase and we play, look at this guy. Wow. So we can see. You can't see him, his arms are all messed up. Okay, so we need to fix all that. So there's another place we need to go, and that is for, let's see, we need to go into the, let's go back. The easiest way to find it is go here, go to the third person character. We're going to go in there and we're going to go to the construction script, and in here we're just going to bypass this dynamic material right here. Go straight here, compile and save it. If we go in here, we should be able to see our character. Here he is. Okay, if we back out, we're going to get these errors here. When you get these errors, just click on it, it'll take you to this, and now we need to get rid of all this right here. Okay, so we're just going to get rid of all that. And compile and save. You shouldn't be getting that error. Okay, so we can close that out. A few things when you start here, you'll notice. Okay. Back to using this character. Let's go in here. We're going to change out this mesh for our Synty character as well. There is a lot of assets in the Synty Apocalypse pack. It's a great pack. So we need to go up. Again, we're going to find our sheriff. I'm going to compile, and now let's see. We have our sheriff, and he is very messed up. And the reason is because we don't have an animation blueprint, and there's some other things. So that's what we're going to do now. We are going to go back to our Synty, polygon, meshes, characters. We're going to go in here to our rigs, and now we're going to create an IK rig. And again, just like I said in the previous videos, if you want to use any character that is not rigged to the Unreal Engine 4 in the Unreal Engine 5, you're gonna have to set up your IK rig and retargeter properly. And if you do that, you'll be able to figure these things out. We've opened up our IK retargeter. I named it IK rig underscore Synty. Now we're just going to find our character. All right, now we can scroll out. Now we need to set up the bone chain, and we're going to start on the root. Click on it. You're going to right click and set new retarget chain. Next spine 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and now next we got clavicle L. I'm just going to kind of rush through this because I have another video on how to set up this rig. And so I'll do this as fast as I can. Just make sure that you name them properly, because if not, when you go to retarget your animations, they're not going to work. So we got upper arm here, and that's upper arm L, lower arm L, and hand L. New retarget chain. That's the left arm. A lot of these will just be named for you. We got thumb 1, 2, and 3. And chain, index finger 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. And then this one right here, which will have the pinky, ring, and middle finger all on it. And you're going to have to rename these. So I'm not really editing these videos. I'm just posting them for tutorials. So or I would just speed through this. Okay, same thing again. And this is going to be ring. Okay, and then we're going to do the middle. Okay, make sure the letters are capitalized and everything's right. All right, now we're going to go to the right clavicle. We're going to do the same thing. Rename this to right clavicle. Add chain. Now we're going to do the upper arm right, lower arm right, hand R. And there we go. With the right arm, thumb 1, 2, and 3. And then we got index finger 1, 2, 3, and 4. Finger 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, right pinky. Sorry, I'm not the fastest typer in the world. Right ring. Chain and right middle. I'm sure there's a better way to do this. Right middle. Okay. Now the next we're going to do the head, and so we're going to start with the neck 01 and head. It's just 2. And we're going to add it. And then we're going to go to the right leg, and that's thigh R, calf R, foot R, ball R. Okay. Add chain, do the same to the left. All right, last thing, go up to pelvis, right click, set retarget root, and your chain should look like this. All right, and for root motion purposes, make sure this is the time when you click on the root. Well, actually, you do that in the, well, we'll do that in a second when we get to the retargeter. So this is set up properly. I'm going to save, and you can close out of this. You can close out of this. And now we need to make our retargeter. So before we do that, we need to add our animations. And the best way to do that is to make skeletons compatible. We want to make our animation skeleton compatible with our asset skeleton. Hope that makes sense. So we're going to go to, first thing, we're going to go to here. We're going to go to demo, character. You'll see the skeleton here. Go in here. Dock this, go to window, asset details. We're going to add the Unreal Engine 4 mannequin to this. Maybe down here at the bottom. That's UMSP. Oh, okay, so it's not here, and that's because I haven't brought it in yet. So let's do that now. You can do this at the beginning. We need to add the third person project because it has the rigs in it. So we're just going to go down here to add feature content pack, third person, add to project. All right. Now when we go in here, we should be able to find the Unreal Engine 4 mannequin. So just click on that, save it. And now we're going to go to our Unreal Engine 4 mannequin, which is found in characters. This is the folder we just added. Mannequin Unreal Engine 4 meshes. We're going to go to the skeleton. Now you basically just make these skeletons compatible with each other, and they share the animations. You don't have to retarget them. Okay, so now we're going to make this compatible with Ultimate Multiplayer Survival Pack. Okay, all these animations are working. Really just want to check and make sure they're working on the on the Unreal Engine 4. So yeah, this is it. Now you see we have all those animations on the Unreal Engine 4 skeleton that we have on UMSP. We have access to all of those. Okay, so let's just check them out. Yeah, they all look good. Now that we have that set up, we can go back to our Synty characters, into our rigs folder, and now we can create our retargeter. So I'm going to go to retargeter. I'm going to name this RTG_Synty. I'm going to click on this, and we are going to make the Unreal Engine 4 mannequin our source. This is the rig we're going to copy it from. And we're going to, with our Synty character as the target. Okay, so you can see he's a little bit shorter. All these lines, this is the debug draw. You can just click that, get rid of that. You can go here to target mesh scale, and let's turn that to 1.03, and that will be the same height as the Synty character. And you don't have to do that, but it's just a preview. It helps keep everything to scale. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to match the pose to the Unreal Engine 4. So we're going to start with upper arm L and right arm. First, go to edit mode. I do that every time. Upper arm right. Okay, we don't want to go down. No, let's go down. So we're going to bring it down about 40 on both of those. Let's go to the side so we can see. We're going to grab the lower arm, L and R. Looks like we can bring those up about 30. Looks like there might be a slight, just a tiny slight bend in the hand. So let's go hand L and hand R. We'll change the snapping to 5. I'll just pull that down just a tad. Let's go back to the lower arm L and lower arm right. We're going to grab the red and we're just going to turn that in just a little bit. Looks like 5 should be enough. Okay, now the feet. We're going to go down here to the feet. We're going to grab the thigh R and the thigh L. And we're just going to open those up a little bit. Now, that's going to mess the feet up. So just click off the screen and we're going to go 150. I'm going to give them a little separation so we can see the feet. We're going to grab foot R and foot L. Okay, and we're just going to adjust those about 5 degrees just to pull them back down to the floor. So 5 degrees to the right. And also the fingers. We're going to grab index finger on the left hand, 1 to finger 4, and we're going to do the same on the right hand. Oh, make sure you hold shift click. Index finger 1, 2, 3, 4, finger 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to adjust those about 5 degrees. All right, now let's check out the, and now's the time before you do any retargeting. We're going to go to the root here. We're going to go to translation mode and we're going to select globally scaled. And that's going to make sure that any animations that have root motion will be transferred to our character when we retarget. So let's check out these animations. Okay. All right, those look good. The side view, they look really good. You just go through and check them. Like this one right here. You can see that one looks a little off. So what is that? The left hand. Let's go back in here and let's go to the lower arm and let's see if we can pull that back a little bit. I'll go back and check it. Actually, let's go back in there and we'll bring that back. Let's go to the upper arm. Let's pull it back a little bit, and you can just keep checking it. Okay, that's a little better there. Maybe a little more. Okay. All right, now we need to, let's bring it. Let's go to the lower arm and let's bring that up. Okay, maybe just a little bit more. And, you know, spend time on this. It looks good right there. happy with that. Make sure it didn't mess up any other animations. Okay, let's stop here. Just feel like just a tad more. And that's good. Okay. And you just kind of go through these. It usually does a pretty good job the first time. There might be a couple that you have to adjust like that, but those look pretty good. And from the side view, pretty good representation of what the Unreal Engine 4 mannequin is doing. That's what you want. So we're going to stop. We're going to grab all these animations. Shift click and go down, and we are going to export these. So suffix Synty. That'll replace the old name with the new. We're going to go into the polygon, mesh, characters, and in here we're going to right click and create a new folder, call it RTG_anims. Okay, let's RTG_anims_Synty, and let's export these. All right. Okay, animations, they look like they're working pretty well. Okay. All right. And notice since we added that suffix, all of the animations have our name Synty at the suffix. These animations look great. Okay. What we need to do is we need to save all, save selected in case we get a crash or something like that. Now, I'm not sure where they are in this asset. If there are any blend spaces, this is the time when you want to change those out as well. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to create an anim BP so we can set our character up and get him animating properly. So if you come in here now, you can see he's still messed up like this because we don't have an anim BP set up. So that's what we're going to do. The best way to do that is to go to Ultimate Survival Pack, Demo, Character, and we're going to go to Animations, Human, and right here we're going to right click. We're going to use our retargeter to retarget these, to retarget this anim BP. Okay, let's go back, meshes, characters, and then here we're going to right click again, create a new folder, call it ABP, Synty. So animation blueprint, Synty, okay, and retarget. Alright, let's go find our animation blueprint, go in here, use animating, that's exactly what we want. So we can close this retargeter out, let's do a save all, save selected. All right, now we can go to our third person character and let's go to the mesh, let's go to the viewport. I'm going to go here and okay, just make sure that you rename this, your animation blueprint. Rename animation blueprint underscore human underscore Synty, because we don't want it to be exactly like the other one, so make sure you just add the human in that. Now when we go here, we'll be able to see, and there he is. He's going to animate. All right, now we're going to compile and save. And now if we go out here, you're going to see this issue with him running this way. It's going to have something to do with the yaw offsets. Something similar happens in the SGK-V2. So I'm going to see if I can animation blueprint. Let's go to animation graph, and we're going to look for, okay, tell you what, this video is getting kind of long, and so I'm going to figure this out off video, so I'm just not boring you guys with it. We've made a lot of progress in this video. You can see we got the character in here. We just need to figure out where to adjust these offsets so the character just runs right. He's animating, and we have our IK rig and retargeter set up, animation blueprint, and that'll be the next step, and I will show you how to do that in the next video. So please like and share this video, and I'll see you in the next one.